Okay, guys, day 6. Super excited about this one. We are in Joliet. We're with, how many loopers would you say is on this wall? God, there's got to be 15 boats.
15 or 20?
There's probably close to 20. I mean, there's...
Is there double decker?
Yeah, we're all rafted off. Everything is rafted off. I'll show you as we're taking off here. We're waiting for the bridge to open. It's about 4:30 in the morning. Dawn comes early on a boat, but we got 118 miles and 4 locks to do today. So our first lock here, we're gonna try and get a head start because we're not actually looping. We are delivering this boat whether we like it or not. And so we want to get some miles and get going. It says we're speed looping, which we are basically. I did it. That's what I do every single time. Except when I did my own boat. But you know, the loop is really only 90 days. Everybody gets confused about that because a lot of people take a year to do the loop. But it technically is 50 miles a day. If you do 50 miles a day and then you times it by the entire route, it's 90 days. Anything more than that you're just sitting at the marinas. So it is 90 days, start to finish. So we fired the mains about 4:30 in the morning. Railroad bridge is opening, and we are going to take off. Break away from the pack. We're speed looping. This is called breaking away from the pack. Did you hear me, Ann?
Breaking away
from the pack. Wow, there's a lot of loopers here too. Anyway, we had a little panic attack there for a second.
Oh, there was more than a panic attack. I think my heart stopped for a couple of minutes before my mother will ground me now. She sees
Yes,
this.
Anybody sees that. Anyway, the boat, I think it has to do with that electronic shifters. Mm-hmm. Because you can't really feel them, you know what I'm saying? Like they're not.
There's a little notch in it. You can feel it.
Yeah, you can feel the notch, but you can't really feel the. It's just kind of a weird feeling if you've never driven a boat with them before. It's the only boat you know, but
yeah,
there's that little bit of a delay and a little bit of. All right, we can speed up a little too.
This is the last low bridge right here.
Yes, I believe these are that we could actually raise our tower because that's where I usually raise my towers, the Peoria Yacht Club. That's where I lower everything right there coming into here when I'm coming upriver. So we could put our tower back up today. These are it. These are the low bridges. Anyway, these electronic shifters, I think they're super easy to train somebody on, but they're also they're weird, dude. You gotta understand that bridge looks so low, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
Looks like there's no way we're gonna make that. Special thanks to Charlie and Sue for letting us tie off to the side of their boat last night. Thank you guys. And actually, believe it or not, that's a Tollycraft that we were tied to. And I know that boat. I was on that boat in Pensacola 4 or 5 years ago. It's the same owner owned it and Loop Princess. Small world, isn't it? And they bought the boat. They're Canadian, and they bought it, and then somebody else bought that, brought it up, and then they took it. They bought it, and now they're looping on it. It's a beautiful boat too, huge inside. There's not too many of those Tollycraft cockpits like that. I am gonna go on top, Todd, and just make sure, but we should be okay.
Yes, sir.
I think this is our, there might be one more after this, but after we get through it, we're done with the low bridges. It's what's the advantage of having a boat that's low, getting under these bridges. You're at the thruster all tore apart. I'm looking for the battery now for the thruster. But I want you to go down and look at it. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
See that move before you Right now, it's nothing sexy, just get it off the dock. Yeah. So when that horn blows, Where's Ann at? Ann!
I'm here.
Okay.
I'm waiting for the go-ahead.
Off. See how your ass end's going in though? Take your starboard out and just neutral that one for a second. See how it's getting that front end to come back around?
Yes,
yep,
sir.
there you go.
I'm way overthinking.
Yes, you're way overthinking it. Because it's me too, because I'm giving you too much input at one time. You just need to get it off the dock. And I'll tell you and everybody I teach the same thing. You can control this boat or this boat will control you. Does that make sense? Like you've got to learn to understand what those controls do when you put those engines in forward and reverse and not panic shift. Does that make sense? You got to kind of know, and you'll get the feel for it. Trust me. Best thing to do is thumbs, like I told you. You can see what you need to do just by looking at your thumbs. You know what I'm saying? So if you know your reverse engine, for a long time, that's all I would do is look down at my thumbs especially when I was in a let's say a panic confused state. Is the best thing to do is just look at your thumbs and then figure out what the boat's going to do from there. Because you're just going to follow the rear of the boat. The stern is going to do, and the bow is going to do exactly what you tell it to do. So if you tell it to go into the wall, it's going to go into the wall. If you tell it to go to the center of the chamber, it's going to go to the center of the chamber. And you've got to learn what those controls are. Does that make sense? And trust me, it will become muscle memory in your brain. You will not, I don't even think about it anymore. And it's just naturally, and it looks good. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
But that's also, it's not one docking, it's thousands and thousands of dockings, if that makes sense.
Yes, sir.
You've got about 6 under your belt.
It seems like it wants to pull this way.
Yeah.
The boat naturally wants
to pull that, and that's the thing of the props. And you've got to learn to counter for that, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Me and you are going to put Ann up here. And one of the conversations that me and Todd just had was he's got the newer style system. So these are electronic controlled shifters and throttles. And we went through this because we rebuilt one of the boats at my work, and we switched over to these controllers. And believe it or not, one of our old-time captains, which he was older, like 76-ish, he could not deal with the transformation. He ended up quitting, actually, because he couldn't deal with it. His mind, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you're not used to it. I was the ground child for that particular boat, and I didn't have a problem with the docking, but I'm used to that delay. Does that make? And that was from being on other people's boats and working with these shifters. But if you don't know what you're doing with them, like you said, Todd, it takes a second to get used to them, and that by law, by Coast Guard standards, and somebody can help me in the comments here. I think it's 2 seconds. That is the maximum amount. And we had to go through all this when we were getting our Coast Guard inspection. And they do check that because they don't want that delay more than that, if that makes sense. And it takes a second for it all to compute in your brain. So I like them. I think the technology's good. I've had them fail on me before. I've had them fail out in the ocean on me. And mostly it's because of low voltage or something like that in a battery. But you're defending, there's more mechanical parts when you're dealing with something like this, because it's, you're dealing with a brain and a box and a servo, just like you are in a radio controlled car, is basically. And there's not one servo, there's 2 servos, and they got to work in tandem, because now you've got one that's putting the engine in forward, reverse, and neutral, and one that's working the throttle. So it's actually 2 servos per engine. And so there can be failure with these things. So that's what you have to kind of keep all of that into perspective, if that makes sense. I hope I explained that correctly. I'm sure we'll get a lot of comments about that. Oh, Princess, you know what else we need?
What?
We need USB ports, and we need a hole saw so we can cut the holes for them. Or you know what? We could possibly even use the existing. Hold on. This is cool stuff we're going through, just so you know.
The wheelhouse in the bridge there, the girder, that the front of the boat was moving around. I mean, the boat was moving.
Yeah, so just switch to his 2, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't really matter a lot. It's like this all the way down too, till we get to the Tim Tom. But the Illinois, the Ohio, the Mississippi, it's all about moving commerce, baby. Look at that.
I mean, it's amazing when
This is mid-America right here, just industrial, moving products. Look at that. That's rolling coal right there, baby. He's loading that.
Yeah.
Are they filling it or emptying it? So you're slow down, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
they don't want to see wakes. Look how cute those are, though. I like it. See him every time. He's getting fuel. See, that's we paid cheaper, less than that in New York.
Yeah.
I mean, in Chicago. He's $5.25 a gallon. $5.24. He's dredging right there. Not dredging, sorry. He's mapping out the bottom, and they'll look and see where they have to move the dredges to keep the channel open for the barges. What the heck is that? Looks like a pumpkin patch out here in the middle of the...
Yeah.
What a beautiful morning. This one's a Driston lock?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Second lock of the day. Well, how far is our... You know what I want you to set your pad on? Mine's set on the overall route, so we can go down and look at that. Set yours on the next lock. Does that make... That way we'll know exactly how long it is, and it won't be a surprise getting to the lock. Now, until he opens those gates, I would stay to the right so that we just stay out of the... stay away from that wall, if that makes sense. So kind of head towards the center, and you could actually go into all neutral, and we'll just wait for him to open the locks. As soon as he gives you the green light, we can head on into the thing, and you can start heading that way right now. Just both engines forward and start heading. He'll give you that green light.
And he wants us on the
Port and mid-ship, so we'll look for that. I see the one right by his building right there. That's probably the one we'll tie off to. Got our green light. He's told us port side, midship tie. You got your thruster on, big guy? Yep, you got it on. Did it time out, or did you have to turn it on today?
Yes.
Each lock it times out, right?
Yes.
Okay. You're looking good, brother.
I put it in neutral.
Yep. Now you can start bringing your bow over. Okay, that's enough. Now port forward. There you go. Now back to neutral on that one. Starboard forward. And if you're bringing that port forward, now you got to kind of do this in uniform and get them both over there right now. So starboard forward. all the way to the wall now. So that was perfect, huh? Just absolutely executed perfectly. You don't have to Dutch nothing. Yeah, you can just shut that off. Now, if you want to get really technical here, you can just throw fuel at it, take over with the wheel. Once your stern clears these lock doors, say, Lockmaster, thanks, appreciate it, see you next time. And just start steering the boat. Nice, nice, nice job. All right, so just give it some RPMs. If you want to put your sync on, just put your sync on, grab your wheel, and start steering the boat. Now your stern is cleared, so go ahead. Go ahead, you're clear of the lock.
Lockmaster, PC southbound, thank you very much and have a good day.
What's the name of this lock? Tristan?
Marcel?
What is it?
Marcel? Marcel's?
Marcel?
Yeah.
And so he's getting ready to open right now?
Yeah.
Okay. Very cool.
You have your bumpers in the right. A lot of them come in here and they're too high.
Yeah,
Thank you, sir. We appreciate it.
You can turn it off then.
Okay. This is Heritage right here. So that community in there, you can get fuel in there. Really good little marina. You should mark this on your map. This is where, like, if you were looping, that's where we would be pulling in. Beautiful community. Really good attitude too. I've had that kid open the fuel dock at 10 o'clock at night for me.
Really?
Yeah, he's really, 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 really nice.
on that barge.
Roger that. Appreciate it. Boss, what is... See, this is what they call a double, so he... Wow, what is this kind of nightmare we got us into now? Good luck with this one, boss.
Oh, thank you.
You think these guys are nervous?
Oh, I'm terrified right now.
Ron, think you put a lock through?
Forward. Starboard. Starboard reverse.
Stacked up there too.
Yep, they got another tow right behind them.
Going on there, but there was a lot going on at that lock because of that tow, and if we didn't get through on that double, I mean, that would have been, we're talking hours of waiting, you know what I'm saying? Because then there's another tow right behind it, and he looks like a freaking double. That would have been miserable, dude.
Yes.
It looks like he's doing some work.
Yeah. Oh, are they trimming the tree limbs?
Oh. Or their electrical pole. So we just went through Starbrook Lock. Now that was our last lock for the day, and we're heading to Peoria. Ivy Yacht Club. I think I'll have Ann look for fuel for tomorrow somewhere. We're gonna. It's not even that we need fuel. I don't think we can get all the way down to Grafton without fuel. Power lines. Oh, Highway 39? That guy's working on power lines. They use a co-op.
Mm-hmm.
You could speed up a little bit, Todd. Where are we at on RPMs? Oh no, I think you're there. Sorry.
How much? Do you have a big charge on your thingy there?
No. Quarter one on Amazon. There's
Does anybody know? Lot going. Hen pen?
I don't know. Maybe not.
What am I looking at?
Anything?
Ann, what am I looking at? A lot going on here.
Boat dock marina.
Boat dock. Oh no, Hennet. There it is. That's is that a Katie Krogan or? That's a big one. It's a nice boat right there. That's a big tow too. See, we're starting to get into big Mississippi tows right here. Look at the size. Some of these are as big as cities.
Barge company.
I think they own the biggest.
Is that barge coming at us?
It's called a tow.
Oh.
I want to get the terminology correct. Even though they're pushing, and even though you think it's a barge, it's called a tow.
It's a tow.
It's a tow.
It's a tow.
We call them tows. So he's pushing freight. Somebody help us in the comments. Explain the proper terminology. Anyway, yes, he's coming at us. So, and we will stay on his 1 or 2.
And that's my cue.
And what do we say? On his 1 or his 2?
We're going to stay on his 1.
I love it. Man, look at you go.
I had a
I'm gonna be
50-50
working.
chance.
Tomorrow I'm going to be working the lines.
But I knew that, though.
Yes, I know you did. Slow down for all of the boat ramps. Like, it's just courtesy. And nobody wants to get rammed around on their boats when they're trying to put it on or off a trailer. And so on the river here, so a lot of bridges, when you get to the bridges, there'll be a ramp right there. So you want to be careful. I think by law, you're supposed to slow down at every bridge and no wake at every bridge. But then when you see a ramp, a boat ramp, we should slow down and no wake. Those are empties he's pushing too.
Yep.
So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Man, these tows are going to get bigger and bigger as we get. We are getting close to the Ivy Yacht Club. If you guys remember in the videos, we stopped here in the 4788 Bayliner. We're gonna call this a day. What did we do, about 118 on the mileage today, Todd?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. All the way from Joliet to here. Tomorrow we will do about the same thing, and then Grafton. Hope you guys are enjoying this series. Today I missed it. Todd said he saw 2 eagles and he kept trying to point them out to me. I didn't see them, but hopefully when we get on the Mississippi, that's when the eagles really come out. This should be the time of year. I'm looking forward to seeing these eagles. And what do you guys think about these thumbnails? Just some of the most beautiful pictures I've taken in my lifetime on this particular trip. I think we're seeing that season change. The leaves are changing. Absolutely, probably one of the most beautiful trips, and I think it has to do with being this time of year. And a lot of people ask too, while I'm talking here for a second, what are we doing? It's like speed dating. We've been joking on the boat because we're speed looping. We're not exactly looping normally, but it is America's Great Loop. And we're speed looping, basically. And like I said earlier in the video, the loop is only 90 days at 50 miles a day if you do the math. So, and we're doing 100 miles a day, so we're doing double that. and then we're knocking out, I think it's right at 2,000 miles, or maybe a little bit less, so about a third of the loop we're doing, and we'll do it in about 15, 16 days. I'd like to see what the record is. We're pretty close because we're hitting it, and we're running the boat about as hard and about as fast as we can. Yeah, so you got to kind of miss that roof, and then you're just going to slide right onto that dock right there where that trawler is.
Okay.
Five or six, Todd?
5.
And today 5, we're in Ivy Yacht Club, and we're rushing the soot off the back of the boat. So we haven't done it for a couple days, so while we have water, let's do it. Hey guys, I haven't been to this marina. We were just here not too long ago. Anyway, make sure you guys hit that like, subscribe, share with your friends. Do surely appreciate it. Hope you guys are enjoying this. And like I said earlier in that video about the pictures and stuff like that.